Heyo everybody, Haku here, and it's been forever, but I'm here for Ichi the Witch, chapters 58 onward, however many we end up getting to. However long it takes us to read these chapters, I guess matters. It's jump, so some of the chapters can be kind of short sometimes, and maybe that means we can do more. So I had to go back, since it has been a bit, and reread just to make sure. Kizashi. I needed to go back and reread because I was like, I do not remember the octopus guy's name. I struggle so hard. But last time I loved Chrono and Minerva. I think they're amazing. I think they're great. I really, really love them and the plot line that's going on with them. We're doing some really, really interesting stuff with Jikishirone. And then we get Kizashi as the arc antagonist, and I will be real, not everything is going to hit for everybody all the time. And for me, personally, I just found Kizashi annoying, and not in like a funny, endearing kind of way, just actually like cringe annoying. I did not like Kizashi. I don't care about him. I don't like him. Him even sticking around as a magic within Ichi is not even that appealing to me because I don't like him. I don't care for him to even be here. But Ichi had to rely on using Uroro's power in a full possession kind of way, which means that Ichi's probably going to be out for a bit, I think. I think they said 3 days. So on top of that, it also goes to show Uroro brought something up of a witch can basically tame a magic by, completing its trial to attain it or whatever. But just because you have the magic doesn't mean you're going to be good at using it. Things like your skill and your relationship with the magic are going to matter. So Descaras, being the strongest that we've seen, is a character who it seems like she must have good relationships with her magics, even if it's not a good relationship, as in equals. At least as a master and attained magic, she has a strong enough relationship to use their ability and the skill for it. So it's something where we get that, and then we get the fact that Ichi needs to use basically full possession Uroro means that Ichi still has a way to go. He still has some growing to do. So we get that, and then where we leave off is, he defeated Kizashi, Uroro, in Ichi's body, and was like, I can't stop myself. I need to go kill. But Ichi stops him from doing so. Their contract is completed, and we end with that. So at this point, solid chance Ichi might be out the rest of whatever we're doing for the end of this arc. He might just be out now. I don't know. So either way, let's continue on reading the story with chapter 58. And this one starts with Jikishirone on the inside, I think. 58th Hunt, Nurture the Future. Ugh, how could you be like that, telling them to get rid of a baby? That was mean, Sammy. Okay, Sammy. And Jikishirone, or whoever it is on the inside. I forget, Jikishirone is the original witch, right? And the magic is using her name? Or is the witch somebody else and the magic is Jikishirone? But either way, calm down. You're going to get cancelled like that, Jikishirone. I didn't say anything wrong. Still, you could have phrased it better. It's already easy enough to get the wrong idea about you. Next time you leave, go apologize to Minerva right away. Huh? Don't you awe me? You finally got a chance to leave HQ and meet more people. So, it's not like I'm trying to make friends or anything. You should. Even if you don't go as far as becoming friends, it's still a good idea to find more people who get you. Why? I already have you. Sammy, won't you try trusting others a little more? A world where humans and magics can coexist in peace. I know you want that more than anyone. Try having faith, Sammy. Then someday, surely someday. And we see Minerva. You're awake, thank goodness. Does anything hurt at all? Gosh, the way you jumped when that lightning blast struck was all kraboom. You fell over and bonked your head pretty badly. It was fine though, Chro caught me. And it's so funny seeing from their perspective, she's just laid out. Oh, they said you aren't injured since they cast healing magic on you. Where are Descaras and the others? In a meeting. That octopus magic could still come back. They said they were going to put together a plan. Are you going to join them? Planning, huh? And we see that Ichi is still down. Nope, I'm a spectator. None of this is my business. I'm just here to observe. I'm asleep. And we see that she did not take the inner Jikishirone's, opinions. Oh, I'm sorry about before. I shouldn't have slapped you. Violence is bad, period, no matter the reason. I shouldn't have done what I did. I really, really regret it. It's not great for my baby either, I'm sure. You really are going to go through with it, huh? Just so you know, I'm not going to apologize. I mean, it's not like I've said anything wrong. This isn't some simple issue a little love is going to fix. Who knows? The kid may not even be able to talk to you. What if it turns out to be a vicious monster? It could attack you and everyone around you. I knew it. Deep down, you really are nice. Huh? You're right. When my baby is born, there's no guarantee any of us will have a peaceful life. But they can't suffer if they aren't born. You're trying to warn me because you don't want them to be unhappy, right? And that is kind of true. She's being harsh with, like, being straight up blunt with Minerva, but I also think I've said before in a video that toxic positivity is still toxic. These are serious concerns to bring up. They don't know what a human magic baby will be like, and some magics are just straight up basically violent, murderous Pokemon, essentially. So if that's the case, you don't know if it's going to come out as something that is like at a human level of sentience, or if it is just going to be a murder Pokemon. You really don't know. And if it is a murder Pokemon, that could be bad for you and it. Plus, there's the idea of it not fitting in with magics because of being half human and not fitting in with humans because of being half magic. So it's kind of going to be in a tough position either way. No, you try too hard to look on the bright side. Chro, too. He's scared of letting me have this baby. He still doesn't really understand what babies are, and if one was somehow putting me in danger. He said he'd turn back my time and make it so the baby had never been conceived. Boy, that sure turned into a disaster. So, he's like, I don't know how baby making is done, and yet I have made one. That was our first really big argument. I cried and screamed and threw stuff. That was the only time I've seen Chro with a big goose egg on his head, too. Why? What makes you want to go that far? Because Chro gave me happiness. I didn't have any family or anyone to love me growing up. Now that I have a hubby and a baby, I want to shower them with all my love. But I'm going to die long, long before Chro ever will. He offered to stop my time so I wouldn't age, but surely that can't last forever. I want to give him a little beam of sunlight, so that he isn't lonely, even after I'm gone. Wow, yeah, that's huge too. It's not just about her and what she wants, but leaving something behind. When our child grows up, maybe they'll have children, and then maybe their children will have children, until Chro has a big loving family to keep him company. Is it wrong of me to dream of that kind of future? I want Chro to be happy, for as long as I can possibly make him. This child is my wish given form. Let's have faith, Sammy. It could be hard, it could really hurt, but even as different as we are, I'm sure that together we can nurture a future full of happiness. Nurturing happiness. Is Jiki right? Could this baby really be? And is this oh, right. It's just like before with the world hater, right? This is her prophecy magic coming in. And sometimes the things they will or won't refuse to show in Jump is crazy. We have a murdered Minerva and baby. And so Jikishirone starts freaking out. Was that? Oh gosh, are you okay? You touched my tummy and keeled right over. Oh geez, and you're covered in sweat. Should I get Descaras? I think I should. And then she jumps up out of the bed. Jikishirone? And she runs off to where Chrono and Descaras are. What's the plan? I'm helping too. Okay. Extremely good chapter. They're doing so much good character stuff with Jikishirone. They were last time I did a read through, and again, now so much good character stuff with Jikishirone. And with the idea of magics and humans living together. And then on top of that, with Chro and Minnie. I love Chronostasis, and I think that was his full name, right? Chronostasis and Minerva. I love them so far. They could be like straight up my favorite characters in the series so far. And they're arc characters, not even like main characters. It's so good. But also this means that Kizashi is going to be able to regenerate from the cellular level and come back. And last time, Ichi needed a full possession to deal with him. So how on earth? And that's probably not something that the deal will be able to work out as well again, because Uroro will want more this time. Before, it was a matter of showing what he could do. So they're going to have to think of a new way to handle him. Okay, really, really insanely good chapter, though. Really love it. So with that aside, let's keep reading with chapter 59. And 59 starts with Ghost Ship Chronostasis. Or I think somebody said Chronostasis is the ship, not the guy, but I thought the ship was sort of him. I thought the ship was the magic. And I mean, he also has himself, he has the human form, but I thought that he just was the ship and also himself. But there was another word that they used for him too that I'm not remembering. But we have 59th Hunt, Shifting Futures. Up from the depths we rise, the dregs of regret incarnate. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a curse upon the living. Yo-ho, yo-ho, death to all. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a curse upon the living. And we see the sort of way that it looked like the prophecy happened, coming to fruition. Yo-ho, yo-ho, death to all life. It's no good. As long as Minerva stays on the chronostasis, no matter what we do, Kizashi will kill her. Team Descaras meeting. Are their prophecies really that accurate? And then nodding from Mugi. Do you know when Kizashi will arrive? Yes, tomorrow night. That squid's recovering faster than we hoped. So we've got until tomorrow to get Minerva as far from the ship as possible. We'll take the comets, right? Right. Neither Minerva nor Ichi can do much. They're just passengers. Which means, and we have Goku Komugi Ichi and Jiki Minnie. I'll pilot one of the comets. Gokuraku can take the other. How far do we need to go? There's a harbor 600 miles to the south. They have a mirror there for Mirage Passage. The Great Lighthouse Mirror. Make it that far, and we can take both Ichi and Minerva straight to Matinelle HQ. But while we're on the move, we need someone to stall Kizashi. Mr. Chrono Weaver, can I ask that of... That's what they said, Chrono Weaver. Can I ask that of you? I'm sure you don't want to leave Minerva in human hands, but you're just going to have to trust us on this. Then she kisses him. I'll be fine. I'll keep our baby safe too, okay? When you're done, come and get me, Chro. Okay. Great. Let's get this evacuation plan underway. And I kind of would like... So a part of Chro's story has been his loneliness and isolation, and Minerva is giving him a family and providing a way out from that. But I think another thing that this arc could do is to remove Chro from that isolation, have the two of them go to Matinelle, be with the Witches Association, and start living among the humans. They can basically be the first family of magics and half magics living among the people, and can do so at Mantinelle. Like, I think just have them go and live at Mantinelle, and then that solves the problem of they were coming to stop him, but to try to attain him if possible. But since that's not something that Minerva wants them to do, they can just have him stay unattained by just working with the Mantinelle Witches Association as is in this form. And it would also, again, living with more people would help with the isolation part of the character and the storyline going on. So that could be a good way to solve it. And it lets us have him as somebody who could show up to do something at some point, obviously, but not have Ichi just have time magic all the time, because time magic could be OP. So it could be a way to just not have him with time magic. Then Gokuraku, check over the comments and make sure they're in shape. We'll get on the other preparations. Does this sound like it'll work, Jikishirone? No? Hang on a minute. And then we see time pass and he's back already. I'm back. Kizashi is reborn. Took longer than I thought to regenerate, though. Still, I regenerated from that blast just like I said I would, Your Majesty. Let's be best as buds now. And he only finds, is this actually what's happening? We're cutting ahead. We don't get to learn the plan, because if we learn the plan, that means it's not going to work. So maybe there's a lot of things. This could just be the idea. This could be the prophecy of what happens if they go through with that plan. This could be what's really happening, and we're just not seeing the plan. And if so, Jikishirone could say, no, I don't think this is going to work. Let's do this instead. But we're going to see it play out as a surprise and then flash back to being like, this is the real plan. Then... oh, hi, Chrono. Perfect timing. I was just thinking that we need to get back to being buds, too. Give me a sec. I'll go and... kill Minnie, right? And the baby she carries. Yep. I'm afraid you can't do that. Your time stops here. With prophecy on our side, we can read your moves like a book. Really? Well, what about others' moves, then? And we see the one from before. I think we might have got a name, but if so, I forget it. The one servant of World Hater. How far into this book have you read? And he uses the mouths on his tongue, but gets split in half, all the way to the last word at the very end. We can see it all, you freaky fake waiter. We have Descaras. And then he stances up regenerated along with Kizashi, and the two of them are having to deal with Descaras and Chro. Let's say we pick up where we left off, eh? And we see his face is merging back together now. The prophecy was dead on. That's amazing, Master Jikishirone. Of course it was dead on. And I love them all in their little goggles and all. With the first prophecy, I wondered why they used the plural we and our, the dregs of regret for our flesh. Going back for a clearer prophecy just in case was the right move. There were going to be two enemies, Kizashi and Hitsu. Okay, I don't know if we got it before or not, but Hitsugi is his name, and it's similar to Hitsuji, which is butler. Now it's just a matter of speed, while Descaras and Chro were stalling them. We have to get clean away. And we see blood from her nose. Master Jikishirone, I'm fine. Getting multiple prophecies in such a short time comes with a bit of backlash. But from here on out, I'm going to get as many of them as I possibly can. This is important, so listen closely. The future my prophecies foretell is absolute. If you're going to try to change it, then some half-hearted attempt isn't going to work. Hunt like a human possessed for any possible solutions, even crazy ones. It's your job to change fate. Leave it to me. I'll keep you safe even if it costs my life. And this is a really great looking last page too. One thing that Ichi the Witch has always been really good at is the paneling. I love how creative it is. And that 2-page spread of everybody's really great too. Okay, so Hitsugi is back already. And I wonder if there is any kanji, what the kanji in his name and stuff is. I will... Ah, man. I want to look up the characters' names and stuff and look up the Japanese and all, but I'm scared looking up stuff like that, I'll get spoiled on things. Same with checking the wiki for it or anything. I'm scared I'd get spoiled. Because I've brought up a lot of the names before and the play on words for their names and everything. But, you know, Hitsugi, I know, again, it's Hitsugi. Hitsuji is butler. But I bet if they use kanji or not, I don't know. There's gotta be some kind of, like, more play on words there, probably. Alright. Either way. That's 59. So let's move on to chapter 60. And I think 61 is the end of the volume, so I might try to finish out volume 7. So let's go to chapter 60. 60 starts off with this really good cover frontispiece with Chro and Minnie. Really good. 60th Hunt in between. And, you know, I don't know if I said it last read through or not, but Minnie, the hottest character in the series so far. I love the eye shape. Okay, so starting off with the actual chapter, we start off with the fight. Okay, let's play right now, this instant. I'm always super duper extra double, no triple happy to play with Chrono. And then we get a shudder or a reaction to Hitsugi. Now, Kizashi, slow down for a second. Hitsugi, it's not every day that we have such an entertaining group in one place. If I may, allow me to provide a minor diversion. And we see a skull coming in. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a curse upon the living. Okay, so what we saw before was a part of Hitsugi's ability. What we saw in the prophecy. Where the lost sleeping beneath the waves, our regret swirling like a whirlpool seeks release. Yo-ho, yo-ho, a curse upon the living. Yo-ho, yo-ho, death to all life. Alpha, dead party. Who are they? Oh, the humans from all the ships I sank. You brought them back, Hitsugi. Neat. A lovely little diversion, isn't it? Particularly for you, human. You're a twisted piece of work, you know that. But the one I really wanted to show this to was you, Lord Chrono Weaver. Why? What do you think of these humans? Look at them. Aren't they pitiable? Humans are frail, short-lived. No matter how they cry out and resist, they die so easily. By the merest of a magic's games. The zombie designs are really good too. Don't see a whole ton of zombies in manga, I feel like. And yet you fell for one. Humans are weak creatures. If you want one for a partner, you'll have to protect it well. Because Lord World Hater is going to rebuild the world, warping out the old, both human and magic alike. The new world they create will be one for magics by magics. Only Lord World Hater's chosen few, the elite, the powerful, will be permitted to survive. You could be one of them. You truly are a splendid magic. You have a great and terrible power, befitting of your status as an epic magic. We would be honored to ring in the new world with you by our side. And your human partner, of course, too. Hey, whoa, no weaklings, Chrono only. Join us, and we shall make a special exception, sparing your human. You have the power to make it happen. You need only speak a single word, freeze. With that, you could grant your partner a future together with you in the new world. Forever beautiful, forever young. And that. And I'm sure the last thing you want is to give your human an unsightly fate like theirs. Well, Lord Chrono Weaver, what do you say? So we saw before, last chapter, I think it was, or it might have been the chapter before last, actually, Minerva's side of things and how she feels about her eventually aging and dying and what she'll leave behind. But now he is being confronted with it because he could. He could just say, you know what, Minerva? you are just going to not age. You'll have to get used to it. You can stay here with me forever, never aging, and in the new world of magics. But that isn't a good world, because again, they aren't even like, oh, it's for our people. They're not even like, we'll take out the humans because what they've done to the magics, what they've done to us, what they've done to our people. It's no, we're also taking out our people if they're not pure enough, if they're not strong enough. So it's no world for her to survive living in. She's basically just a prisoner at that point. I say that you're a lonely creature. Excuse me? Pick. And all of the zombies are frozen. Return to your natural time and sleep. And they all decay. Skip. He fast-forwarded the zombies' time until they disintegrated. You're correct. To me, humans emerge from nothing and return to it in the blink of an eye. They're trivial, insignificant beings, and it makes the writing more powerful for his and Minerva's relationship and for the story that they're telling, that he is a time magic specifically. Like, doing this with any of the other types of magic wouldn't be as strong storytelling, but for him specifically as a time magic, it makes it deeper. But in their fleeting days, they can fit a staggering amount of beauty. Minnie taught me that. Chro! And we have flashbacks to all of their time together. I'm an old magic, with time itself under my control, but it was only when Minnie joined me that for the first time ever I truly felt its passage. I did think about freezing time for her, but I don't want eternity. I mean, going on forever without meeting our baby, I don't think I could stand it. That thought is scary enough, but what terrifies me most of all is if you did that, I might come to hate you for it. Instead of spending forever frozen in a single moment, I want to watch the days go by, doing whatever I can to make you happy. Born only to die in the span of a blink, yet she chooses to spend that brief moment caring for me. They may be weak and frail, but humans have something we magics never will. Sorry, I'm actually tearing up. Again, Minerva and Chrono Weaver, the best characters, the best story they've told so far. I mean, they were kind of getting me with the end of the Kagami Bakugami arc. They were kind of getting me with the end of that arc a little bit, but man, this writing is so good with these two. And now, the time bubble has engulfed. Hitsugi? What? If you can't comprehend that, then you're a lonely creature indeed. And again, I love this because I even brought up at the end of last chapter how a big part of Chro's storytelling is how he's been alone and isolated for so long, and how Minerva broke into his isolation. But we're seeing that from his perspective, like, he has somebody and he has people, but somebody who can't understand having that kind of relationship with somebody. And the fact that you can't understand having that kind of relationship with somebody shows that that's what really being alone is, even if he's around the other powerful magics. No, stop. Don't say that sickening word. Skip. Others may say what they like, but I know without a doubt what that is. And I feel like this isn't going to work, because magics don't really age like that, do they? Love. Really good page at the end, too. Again, like I've been saying, Chrono Weaver and Minerva are the best, most well-written characters I think so far. And before this, again, I think that the Kumugi and Spica stuff was really, really, really well done. And even before that, the end of the whole Kagami Bakugami arc, but especially the ending, was so good. But wow, the writing is great here once again. This is so good. So, with that aside, we have one more chapter in the volume, so I will at least read that one. And then I may need to quit for the day. Again, it's been forever since I got a chance to read, so I am trying to actually have it up and done and everything. So I think I'll end with one more. Let's finish out the volume. That way next time I can get volume 8 and we can just start off the volume there. So Either way, we have chapter 61 next. And 61st Hunt Vital starts us with a color cover. We've got, I'm assuming that's actually Uroro, not Ichi, but Uroro, Kizashi, and Hitsugi. Again, I gotta say, every single time we get the color schemes for pretty much any character, they're almost always not what I expected, like Hitsugi's hair color. Pretty much the hair colors are never the hair color I expect, like ever. So we start off, Hitsugi, no, Hitsugi got turned to dust. If I sweep it all up and dump water on it, will they grow back? Or won't they? Oh, if they don't, then I guess that means they were weak. Oh well. And here again, I will say that I find Kizashi really just cringe and annoying. I don't like Kizashi. I feel like they detract from the arc rather than add to it. They're an awful arc antagonist because the writing for, again, Jikishirone and Chrono Weaver and Minerva and our main cast, the writing for them is so good that imagine if we also had a good antagonist to play off of. But he's just really annoying and cringe. I don't like him, his design, his writing. I really don't like Kizashi. And, you know, I what was I going to say? I was prefacing whatever I was going to say with that, but now I forgot what it was I was going to say, so I just stopped reading to shit talk Kizashi for a bit. Why'd I stop reading? What was it that I wanted to say? I don't even remember. Sorry. Well. And now, the dust merging together with the corpses does bring him back. They rebuilt a body for themselves out of human corpses. Secretive bastard. They really must want to keep their true form hidden. As powerful a magic as you are, I go out of my way to be polite, to butter you up, to make you a most gracious offer to join us. Oh, you're back, yay! And you counter with love? My disappointment is immeasurable. I knew you'd be. You, Jikishirone, how have so many magics allowed themselves to be infected with human brain rot? I've had enough. Kizashi, I have a request. Go. Find Chrono Weaver's mate. Kill her and the baby she's carrying. Now. Oh, I get to use Lord Worldhater's staff? Ichi the Witch too. Kill him on sight. If he dies, all the magics he's acquired will be released. I'm sure King Uroro will be grateful to you for that. He'll gladly keep his promise to be your friend. Wait a minute, then, if I kill the woman and the baby and Ichi the Witch too, bunches of besties, and he's thinking about Uroro and Chro. Back in a sec. Tries to take off. Pause. He stopped, but breaks through with the staff. Wow, this staff sure has some power. Of course, it's the Lord Worldhater's Shakujo staff, Sinosura. It's one of only a handful of weapons that are capable of warping magic and destroying magics. Okay. I wonder how that works, because magics are people. Like, well, not necessarily, but magics are living beings. So what does that make magic weapons, you know? And also, there is the idea of like general magic that women can use in this world that don't seem to be tied to specific magics. But either way, if they get in your way, use that to destroy Chrono Weaver. What? But Chrono's my best friend. What do you care? If you can destroy them, that means they're weak. And if they're weak, they aren't fit to be your friend. Oh yeah, good point. Come on, Chrono. Let's have a no-holds-barred fight to the death. Well, as they're being dealt with, what say I settle things on this end? And we have Descaras coming in with the owl. My name is the Reverser Magic. It's my honor to serve Lord Worldhater as Hitsugi, one of the 7 stars. My trial is to offer me 10,000 deaths. Interesting. So the Reverser Magic. I'm just trying to think then. How does this power, like, turning, I guess you reverse the people who died into zombies and reverse the zombies into yourself? I'm confused at how that is reversing. That's what you wanted to know, isn't it, my trial? Once more, let me do you an extra special favor. This once, I'll provide the 10,000 lives. All right, here, ready for you to kill. And we have an absolute wave of zombies. I've brought 10,000 dead back to life. Kill all of them and you will pass my trial. I know, let's call this the death of 10,000 corpses. So, honestly, my money's on Deskidas. So far, she's just been the strongest. Like, I'm betting on Deskidas. I feel like she can just kill all 10,000 of these, and then she's good. Like, then she gets the reverser magic on top of everything she already has. Unless our magic's allowed to just lie about their trial, unless he's just lying. Now then, let's see how long you can stay sane drowning in the blood of your fellows. Just show me how powerful the greatest witch is. Iskandar. And we have this massive Iskandar attack. And it's making finger guns. We have an array of light beams firing out. I wonder if it is just going to tear through everything. Don't know what you're expecting, but the title of greatest is not so flimsy that something this paltry will shake me. Still, it's funny. For as much as you say you hate the word love, your trial hinges on the emotions that connect humans to each other. Is it me, or are you actually more interested than anyone in human love and friendship? What? Turned into a spiteful creep just because nobody would notice you? Talk about lame, you lonely old virgin. Then, a brief aside, the difficulty of a magic's trial is proportional to their disposition toward humans. The friendlier they are, the less difficult their trial, the more they dislike humans, the harder it gets. Thus, if you slide the scale all the way up to human haters, the trials get so hideously unfair, it's clear the magics are actively trying to not be acquired. In other words, so it doesn't even have anything to do with strength. You could have a super weak magic that is super hard to acquire, or a super powerful magic that's super easy. In other words, a human hater magic's trial is not just supremely difficult, it's the worst possible tragedy they can think of. And Big Sister, okay, so next chapter, she is going to have to face her brother then? And if so, can he make the dead look like anyone he wants? Or was her brother somehow just in this group? Or is it somebody, like, are all these people killed by World Hater? No, I guess that wouldn't be it. Because her brother wasn't really traditionally killed, right? I don't know how much we know yet. I don't 100% remember. But I thought he was warped, which isn't like traditionally killed. But, you know, if he was warped like that, I wouldn't think he would come back like this. So I think it is just maybe that the reverser magic can choose what they look like. Again, reversing life into death, I guess I get, but I'm not 100% sure how the things we've seen him do before are necessarily indicative of a reverser. But either way, great arc so far. I absolutely love it. I think this was amazing, so good. And with that aside, I'll end here to go ahead and work on the video, so thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these 4 chapters, my thoughts and reaction to them and all that. Subscribe for more Ichi the Witch, much more on the channel. Comment down, well, I said comment already. So if you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or sharing around, it's appreciated. If you want to help support the channel by becoming a member or patron, just hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you to people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, Dee Ban and Tamaru, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element, Pate Ariel. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching. And like I said before, even if she does have to face past trauma, my money's still on Descados. If anything, 10,000 seems too easy for her. I think she's got this, personally. But either way, with that aside, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.